Darrell, I guess everyone's looking forward to this game against Melksham at the weekend.
Yeah, no, it's nice to get back, taking my first team squad. Got 23s going over to Yate, and the first team squad's going over to Melksham. So now we're looking forward to the workout.
Yeah, what is it that you look for in your first pre-season game? What is it that you most want to see from your players?
Just hard work, graft, increase the fitness levels. I'm not one to get highly strung on pre-season results, if I'm honest with you. It's about getting the fitness levels, coming through the games without any injuries, but players pushing themselves. So that's the main aim to get out of the game.
Yeah, and are you happy with everyone back in pre-season training? Are you happy with the way?
No, I've been pleased. The first couple of weeks have been good. Attitude, as I expect from my group of players, been very good. We've changed things about this pre-season. I think it's working well, but the proof will be in the pudding as the course of the season goes on.
And someone like Tom Lockyer, do you think, given his experiences away during the summer with Wales, is he coming back? You've
got to gain confidence from that, haven't you? You know, working with top international players, and Locke's a very level-headed lad as well. But certainly you'll be picking bits and pieces up, and confidence. I think when you're out there with the national team, where he seems to be well in at the minute, is massive for his confidence.
Yeah, and you must have taken pride in that, seeing him playing for his country.
No, really pleased. I like my players to push on and want to achieve things in the game, working hard at the game. That's why that's the message we always put across to our players, to make sure they're working hard. And you never know where this game can take you. We've had players obviously moved on to championship clubs because they've worked hard and had success at Bristol Rovers.
Yeah, Melksham, what do you expect from them, or is it not really what to expect from them? It's more about what you're getting.
Listen, Melksham's it's a fantastic setup. That's why we're going there again. Darren Perrin, the chairman, there's fantastic. It's a new place that's not long been open, and the facilities and the pitch was decent. So that's why we're delighted to go back there as our first pre-season game. So we'll be well looked after, and I know the pitch will be in decent nick.
Yeah, and good, I suppose, as well, because it's not that far to go. I guess you don't want to be making a longer trip, especially for
No, I certainly don't. And I think you look at our pre-season games this year, I've come away from Premier League teams coming in and whatnot. We're playing League Two teams, which is, I think, give us tougher tests, shall we say, or more, no, not tougher tests, more realistic tests, shall we say, to what we might be coming up against in the season campaign. So hopefully that puts us in good stead as well.
Yeah, and talking about the new signings that arrived in, are you happy with the way that they've settled in quickly?
No, really pleased. It's a good group to settle into, but really pleased with the fitness levels as well. So the fit boys coming into an already very, very fit group. So that's been pleasing, and like I say, the camaraderie in the squad's always been very good, and it's continued that way.
Yeah, and recruitment, I guess, is an ongoing process, isn't it?
Yeah, it certainly is. Working hard with Tommy. We're obviously still after a few more players, so we'll see what develops.
Yeah, do you set yourself like not necessarily targets, but do you have a sort of number in your mind of what you want?
We've got targets all the way through, as in you always have targets and a list of targets. It's going down the list though sometimes, because sometimes all different sort of circumstances mean that the players will go to other clubs. But we keep working hard, and hopefully have one or two in. Certainly I'd like to get a couple in before we make the trip to Holland.
Yeah, and now that's just a part of the challenge, I suppose, isn't it, in the summer, because everyone obviously wants to recruit these players, so it's challenging to get players to pick you over other clubs.
You're in a different market to a lot of other clubs. That's the reality of it is, and that's where we're at. I'm delighted the bit of business we've done so far. I'm not going to be working off a massive squad, that's for sure. There will be a development path for the 23s, so it won't be a big first team squad, but hopefully it's going to be good on quality rather than quantity.
Yeah, and a word on England last night. What did you make of that?
Yeah, disappointed. I'm really pleased that he's got the nation going and whatnot, but I still see it as a big missed opportunity. Albeit I'd have took the semis before the tournament, so I think a lot of credit has to go through. I think there's a lot, like I said before, I think there's a lot of good things that the FA are doing through the football side of things, through the junior teams, and certainly Dan Ashworth, the technical director, I think he's there. He's certainly put great things in place there, and managed to meet him a couple of times, and I think we're certainly moving in the right direction. I think we needed a good World Cup campaign to get everybody believing again, so that's certainly done that, but tad disappointed that we got knocked out.
And Gareth Southgate, I mean, a word for him, because when he was appointed, perhaps a few people weren't that convinced by him, but he's proved them more well, hasn't he?
No, certainly, and for me, you can see that the spirit in the group's fantastic. It was a young bunch. Certainly, some of the players he's worked before as well in the under 21s and knows a lot about, and I think it helps that continuality, should we call it, that players then have an understanding of the, shall we say, the England way, and I think I know that it's going through the systems and it's working together, and it's obviously success for the youth, and a relatively very successful World Cup campaign.
Yeah, and good to see some Bristol Rovers flags out in Russia during
certainly
the tournament.
Certainly shame I couldn't join them. I'd have loved to have been in the mix, to be honest with you. So no, really good.
Yeah, and finally, you're going to be rocking your waistcoat at the weekend.
I've got very bad waistcoats, to be honest with you, but no, certainly won't. I'll leave the waistcoats at home.
Good luck, Darrell.
Thank you.